Good morning, and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In this video, we are going to talk about what I think I decided to do, and hopefully we can start working on it. You can see here I have some book covers. So Lisa, you had suggested a lot book, and Kirsten, you suggested like an envelope flap book. Envelope flip book, flap book, whatever, you know what I mean. And so I think we're gonna do kind of a melding of the minds here. So thank you for the feedback, I really appreciate it. I have here two, I am winded, I'm so sorry. It's very humid today and I'm dying. This is Friday, so it's about 11:20. I don't have long right now. I'm just popping on here because I'm thinking about this, and then I'll come back later when I can actually work on it. But I want to get my thoughts out before we leave for lunch, before my visitors get here. So I looked in my stash and I found this red book cover, and it's an old romance book, and I use these pages as glue book pages and whatever. They're very nice, thick, heavy vintage pages. I really like working with them, but I kept the cover. It's red. And then anyway, and then I found, sorry, my husband's texting me, and I'm sure he'll explain it to me when he gets home. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, how fun. This is fun. Dial 62344 or 72534. On the front of this, it's a phone number. Is there a date on this? This is the 20,000 words, 3rd edition, 1951. So how fun is that? Anyway, so we have this. So I thought we might do, I feel like I'm so discombobulated now. I know I am, I'm distracted. We will do some sort of a lap book and use some envelopes, stuff like that. Now that I found that in the front, I don't know. I think we need to use that somehow. I feel like somehow this needs to be like maybe the post office information or something. We have Norma Jeannie Weenie, Penzy Sexy, Winky Die, Pizza Ked, Lou, Cindy. So I don't know. There's all kinds of things written in the front of this, which is super funny. But this will attach somehow. Maybe we'll use that side, and it will attach, and it will come over the front of the book. Maybe we'll do something like that. I also have this Mutual Life Daily Memoranda from 1904, and I love that. And I thought, oh, that would make such a cool piece. It's big enough that if I made it as a flip up, it just fits in here. So I'm thinking I might use that. It's green though, and that's my only hesitation, but it feels really cool. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. Clearly, I'm all over the board right now. And, but you know how I get when I get ideas and I have to get it out. So I had watched, Tracy has a playlist. It's a couple years old, and it's building kind of a folio. And I really like it, and I thought we can use a spin on that. So I'm hoping, and I have not measured, but I'm hoping that the actual pages, they're a little small. Okay. So I may need to rethink my plan here. Oh, but I do have gray file folder and navy blue file folder. So we're going to use these to help with the book. We're going to use the digitals, and I'm going to have to probably use red and I might use some of the Tim Holtz memoranda paper pad. I'll have to see if it matches. So I'll get that out. I'm going to set that aside. I love it, but it's the wrong color. But anyway, that's kind of where my head is going, is I want to build it in such a way that we have room, and like Tracy used twine and or elastic in hers that she made, and I thought, well, that might be kind of fun if we make pieces that can go in and out. I don't typically do that, but that would allow me to put eyelets in the spine. Yeah. So this is just kind of a brainstorming start to the video. I have to get my face put on and change my clothes and get ready to go. But I just wanted to kind of share with you where I think I'm going with this. Okay, I'll be back. Still need to leave for lunch, but I was just pulling some papers out of this Tim Holtz paper pad. It's called Paper Stash, but really interesting. It's the Etc. And it is a compilation of the other paper pads. And it's got the cigar labels page in here, and it has cigar bands. This page, I don't know what this is. I don't think that's in one of the pads that I have. The numbers are not. So it's got papers I don't have in the 12 by 12, and it has got papers I do have in the 12 by 12. So I think this combines like wildflowers and memorandum and whatever the other one is that I have. So I went through and I pulled out pages that I thought might work, and they're 8 inches. So that's going to help me on the front. It's still not going to be, I'm hoping I can do this with an 1/8 inch reveal or cover somehow. The pages that I printed are not 8 inches. They're like 7 3/4. But I think if we use different size papers, it's going to be okay. But like this one is a bunch of postcards. And the back is blue with floral. So I don't think I care about that. But I do love the postcards and this flower. And if you guys remembered Mine All Mine, my journal I made last year for myself, this is the fabric I used on it, and I love it. So I did pull that out, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. I have a world map because, I mean, that makes sense that, you know, the mail's going across the country, right? We have this one, which is all these tickets, which is fine, but these Tim Holtz pads make me crazy because of the glue, and it ruins the image, the design. Luckily, it didn't ruin this side because this is the side I was after. But it just frustrates me when it does that and wrecks the tops of these. This is this one. It says Post Office Telegram. It's got the British flag, but that's okay. Mail goes all over the world. This side I didn't think I would ever use for anything. It's like mail calisthenics and workouts, and that's not something I'm going to use. But I love this side a lot. I wish I had another one of these because that is an awesome print. These guys, I thought, well, maybe it's like a get-together, some of the workers or something. I don't know, but the year is wrong. But I love the red ticking. But again, look at the top of that. Look what it does. Super frustrating because it wrecks your paper. So you don't even get to use the full 8-inch paper. Okay, I'll try to stop complaining about it. But Tim, I don't like that. Is that why you stopped producing paper? Because you need to release your papers again. We love them. Bring them back. All right. That's the Airmail. Love, love, love it. I don't know how I'm going to use it. This has Airmail, and look at the back. They have a piece of fabric like that. And I have a couple of envelopes like that. So I'll show you those. An airplane schematic with the stars on the back. See what it did? It's off of another page. Okay, I'll stop complaining. I found this business for week ending 1948. And I thought, well, how cool would that be in bits maybe? And then I did pull a couple of other book covers, but I mean, I don't think it's gonna matter. They're about the same, and that's really narrow. That was the one. I was thinking this one, if I did switch to a different cover, it would be this one, because it's 7 and just under 8, so it's a good size. So we'll see. I'm not there yet. I did dig in my box of Grandma's letters, or my bag of Grandma's letters, and I found a couple. So my Aunt Margie had written Airmail on this and used the Airmail stamps, and these are 6 cents and these are 8 cents. So how cool. We have a couple of different ones, and that one's 11 cents. So very interesting. We are going from 1958 to 65 to 1973, and they're different designs and different colors. So I pulled those. I thought I'll use those somehow. Okay, so that's where I am. My friends are supposed to be here soon. So I want to make sure I'm ready to go. I changed clothes, put some makeup on, and just was trying to dig some things out so that I can kind of progress on this, because I need to get this going and also have to work on my January project too. And Lisa, your idea of alternating days working is a great idea, because if I focus on this for a day, I can bust out a couple videos, vice versa, swap them out. I'm going to look and see. I know somewhere I have a registered mail ledger that I picked up, and you would have seen me use that in my Christmas in July project last year. Here it is. So I'm going to include a couple pieces of this and see what else I have. I have this for gauges, and I thought, well, that would be kind of cool from the airplanes, right? That says spray painting system, but you know, they're painting the planes. But anyway, so that's kind of where I am right now, just kind of in gathering mode. Usually I do this off film, but I just kind of wanted to share my brainstorming and thoughts with you. And gosh, I wish I had some of these pages in 12 by 12. That'd be great, but I don't. So we're gonna make it work. Okay guys, it's the next morning, and as you can see, I've got some additional bits here. I pulled out some coffee dyed doilies. I went through my bits, and I had some color transfer when I had coffee dyed paper last summer. And so you can see here, there's some blue on here. I tried to pull bits that had color, just some coffee dyed bases. This was something that was like cleaning off my stencil. Blue, blue, blue. I thought I had this paper bag, and it's got kind of a shimmer, and I don't know. I didn't know if I would use that or not. Some ledger, coffee dyed parchment, some more of my coffee dyed paper. I am gonna have to get a table cleaned off and have Mark help me. I'm running very low on my coffee dyed paper, lower than I thought I was with like the better quality stuff. So I've got to get some more dyed, and so I have it, but like that's got some blue tinge to it. I hope that color is transferring, and there's some blue. So apologies for my voice, it's coming and going. I am very, very tired today. Yesterday was the day that my teacher and babysitter came to visit, and we had a wonderful visit, but it was like 4 hours of nonstop talking and laughing and just having a wonderful time, and so my throat's a little rough today. So you've seen this paper before. This is my red RIT dyed paper, and again, it's 20 pound. It's very lightweight paper, but I'm trying to use it up. I would like to dye another batch with the RIT dyes and some heavier papers. Now the blue, I do have a variety of papers, because by the time I did the blue, I understood more about paper weights. So I'm hoping that the blues, I think the colors will lend themselves, because by the time I add in, of course I don't have one of those here, but I think the blues will lend themselves, the red's gonna lend itself, and the coffee dyed paper. So I'm hoping I'll find some more ledger paper to use, and excuse me, some more ledger paper to use and stuff like that. But I have all these wonderful, I have a couple of really cool envelopes here, and like I said, a variety of weights. I have some music paper that is dyed as well, and so I love this so much. Anyway, so just lots of bits that we're going to use. So I have to get a plan. I don't have one. This is Saturday morning, and I know I need to get a video up for you guys. The last one was when I was playing with the floppy bits. So I also have some blue cardstock here that I completely, when I was digging for the file folders, I thought, oh my gosh, I have this cardstock in abundance, and somebody gave me like a huge stack of it. So I've used this to make some ephemera holders when my foot's better. I'm gonna go in the attic and get my punch and coils and make some more ephemera holders. But that's as far as I have gotten this morning. So yeah, I think probably I'll go ahead and get this uploaded, and then I'll get a game plan, and I think when I come back in the next video, we will start working on putting some signatures together and figuring out how we want to do this with the cardstock and stuff that I have. I definitely want to have like an envelope on the front, maybe a policy closure here, vice versa. I don't want to completely mimic Tracy's, even though I love her design. You guys know I have to do my own spin on it, right? And then I'm still on the fence about using this for this project, because I really don't want to cover that. And I guess I could use this back one, because it doesn't really say anything that I feel like is super cute and want to keep. So if I use the red, but is that too much red on red? And it may be. I may have to paint that blue because I don't have a little blue one. I don't have something that's little and blue. Do I want to use, I don't want to use that because I love those images. So, okay, well, I'll have to make a decision, and maybe I'll paint this blue for contrast. But you're not going to see that much of it once we decorate it, I think. No, I said I was going to go, and now I'm thinking about this piece and what I want to do with it. But I think if we even, oh, that is so cool. If we put some actual brads in that as a piece on there, that would be really cool. One of these little envelopes on the front of that would be super cute on the front. You know what? Let's just cut that out. So much for being right back, right? Sorry. I'm not going to totally fussy cut it. I just want to kind of get a, excuse me, plan. I wish I had some more, I wish I had some labels that would go with this. It would be super cool. So just roughly, because I don't know if I need to back this with something. So I'm just going to leave a little bit of an edge. Oh, I think something like that on the front is going to be really, really good for a pop of color. And even that one, I think, is, oh, Jody. Tell you guys, I'm got to get my brain kicked into gear here. I got stuff to do. I have to now start getting ready, finish getting ready for my mother-in-law to come on Thursday. And I have to make salsa today. We've got some peppers that need dealt with in the garden. Oh, yes. Uh-huh. I like that. Even if we kind of collage those on there. Something like that. So I'll leave it red. I think it'll be fine red. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to kind of tell you where my thoughts are going on this. And when I come, and I want to do a lot of stitching on this, so I have to be very mindful of my time. And I think I may ask Mark to move my sewing machine right here so I don't have to go back and forth so much. I can just stitch the pieces as I'm working on them, and I am going to do that. And he's getting ready to leave to go help a friend for a little while, so I need him to do that before he goes. So I will do that, and then when we come back in the next video, we're going to start working on this. I want it to be a really fun and eclectic project. I want to use the things that I'm hoarding. I have some fabric that I did some shopping via FaceTime, which was fantastic, with a friend of mine who was in a fabric store that carried some Tim stuff. And so yeah, it's gonna be a really fun piece, and yeah, we're just gonna have a lot of fun with it. So thank you for joining me, and thank you so much for all your kindness and continuing to support me. Please continue to watch the videos, continue to comment, like, subscribe, share, all those things. I am super close to the monetization ability. And so hopefully we'll get there, guys. I mean, $1 is $1, right? I can buy a new makeup brush for my inks, so that would be fantastic. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.